Hi guys, you're watching Learn with me Jeya, and in this video we are going to see about how back and front button on the browsers work. Let's get started. Do you know that 60% of the web users use back button for their navigation around the web? 60% is really a huge number. And the functionality of the back button is to take the user to the page which he or she has previously visited. The front button comes into picture only when the back button has been pressed at least once. The functionality of the front button is to take users to the page from which they have previously clicked the back button. So, let's check out how this back and front button on the web browsers are implemented. To understand this, let us create a scenario. There is this user who has visited a web page called A, and from A he has clicked a link which will take him to a web page B. From B he jumped into web page C. From C he hopped on to D, and from D he went to web page E. Now the user wishes to come back to C. So he pressed back button twice and he came back to C. Now he decided to go back to E again. For that he pressed the front button twice and now he is back again in E. Let us see how does this. When the user has landed on to page A, the web browser usually puts this web page URL into a stack. Let's create a stack and let's push A onto it. And when he navigates to web page B, the web browser pushes the URL of web page B into the stack. And same happens when he navigates to other pages. The web browser just pushes the URL of those pages into the stack. So now the stack looks something like this. And then the user wants to go back. They press the back button. So let's say here the user has pressed the back button for the first time. What happens is the web browser pops the topmost element because stack works in last in first out logic. Whatever that has been pushed last, that gets popped out first. So the stack pops out the latest element out, which is the URL of the page E. So the stack will look something like A, B, C, D. When user presses the back button for the first time, it pops out the topmost element out of the stack, and the web browser stores the popped out element into a new stack. Now the user sees the topmost element which is sitting on the stack on the screen, which is nothing but D. The web browser has taken the user to web page D, and then the user presses the back button for the second time. So when the user presses the back button for the second time, the web browser pops out the latest element out of the stack and adds it to the new stack. So now the user sees the topmost element in the stack, which is nothing but the web page C. And now the user wishes to move to the web page E. For that, he hits the front or the forward button twice. So let's see what happens when he hits the forward button twice. This is how the current state of the two stacks look like. And when the forward button has been hit once, the web browser pops out the latest element from the new stack and pushes it onto the old stack. So the user sees the web page D on his web browser, and when he presses the forward button once again, the web browser pops out the latest element in the new stack and pushes it into the current stack. The user sees the topmost element on the web browser, which is web page E. So, this is how the forward and back button on the web browsers work. They work using the two stacks, and to convey the meaning, let us rename the stacks as forward stack and backward stack. The stack which is used to implement the functionality of backward button is called the backward stack, and the stack which is used to implement the functionality of the forward button is called the forward stack. So, the web browser uses two stacks to implement the forward and backward button. But this is a very good example for a real-time implementation of stack data structure. That's it. We have come to the end of the video, and if you like my video, please put a thumbs up. And for more such videos, stay tuned and press the subscribe button. Thank you.